Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ballard with Bourbon. I'm your host, the real effing deal, the whole effing show, Mike McConaughey.
And I'm your host, Rockstar Johnny McConaughey.
And today, we are celebrating with the Russell Boys 10-year anniversary edition.
Why are we McConaughey's today?
I like Matthew. He's a good guy. He's all right.
He's all right. He's one of my favorite actors. I love him. But you know what? We're doing the old batch.
Old batch.
Which is these two guys, because we just wanted to show you we had another one.
One blood.
Versus the new batch, which is what everybody's talking about.
Everybody's talking about it. LLME. You've heard about it. We've got it. Rare Birds typed about it. So we're like, okay, we're going to see what happens. Supposedly, if you're a turkey guy, you know that back in the day, they put dripping, I got it. The dripping like water. They put some splashes of 13 right into the bottle for you.
They put a ton.
Woo!
They put a ton of old stuff in there.
Until some guy came along and said, you guys are wasting that 13 year. It needs to be its own deal. And like, you know what? That guy's not wrong. So they took it out and they did it. And then this year we got some 2024 15-year Russell's Reserve, which is phenomenal whiskey of the year by my opinion.
Unbelievable.
Now, supposedly, they took the leftovers of that and it started to make its remnants elsewhere.
Back into the 10.
Back into the 10.
And which is wonderful. But, so like the last 2 years, this has been very, very, very significantly less aged in my eyes.
Significantly less aged.
When you taste it, it tastes very caramel.
And then not only that,
chairless though.
but this has gone from $27.99 to $35.99 to some places $39.99.
It's about $40.
So it's getting up there in price.
Even at the distillery, it's $50.
So just in case this one wins, we do have a backup bottle to move on to the next round.
100%. And
all right.
Let's start with the
what's on the insides.
The new is on the inside.
The new is on the inside. Okay.
See, now it smells like they're putting it back in.
Yeah.
It smells good.
And I still firmly believe for the price point, you are not getting a better bourbon than a Russell's 10.
No.
If you got $50 to spend and you don't know where to spend it, it should be spent with the Russell Boys.
100%. Especially like it's $40 at most retailers. I don't know why. Like, there's a lot of other things that are great, but like for $40, something you shelfer if you
Jimmy
want.
is celebrating his 70th anniversary this year. Hats off to him. I have on my 70th anniversary Jimmy Russell hat.
Yes,
my favorite hat I own.
He is a Jimmy boy.
And I have a Battle of Bourbon hat, and it's still my favorite hat I own.
Yeah, there you go. You know what? I'm okay with that.
I've been looking for one for him, but it hasn't came back up.
Yeah, I'd love to have it.
Yeah, I keep typing it in.
It's pretty cool.
If anybody's got a lead or you're selling one, inbox us. We'll make you an offer. So
now the new 10, it's delicious. It's full flavored. It has the oak back that it lost for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So it has a lot of cherry that it used to have that brought it back. I don't know if it's quite to the level it used to be. Let's give that a try. Why don't we give the new one, the old one, a try and see where it is?
Toasted sugar and a little bit of oak, and I do like that it is riding the perimeter of the palate.
It's riding the waves.
Riding the waves. It's doing the bull dance.
Doing the bull dance.
Doing the bull dance.
Feeling the flow.
Feeling the flow. Gotta feel the flow.
All good things.
All good
Circular.
things.
All good things.
All good things.
Feeling the flow.
Now, I will say, right away on the nose is better.
Big difference.
Big
difference from the old. This feels aged.
Which is crazy.
To the oblivion.
Because if you're telling me 13-year went in this and 15-year went in this,
I think a shit ton of age stuff went into this.
Now, there have been rumors to debunk that
the 15
went in there.
But I do know that
everybody seems to be in consensus that some older stuff still got in here.
And
whether that was 15 years,
taste the
I don't know.
I actually would like to go back and buy something that was from the couple of years that it was like halfway shitty.
Yeah.
And to see how much different it was from that. But those 2 years, the last couple of years, it was way down.
We like Rare Bird 101. If you're ever in a doubt, sometimes you can email whatever 101. He's quick to reply.
You can tweet him or Instagram him or whatever.
Nice shout out to him.
He's a great guy. He always responds and he's very helpful.
So
Big Turkey.
I think we're in agreement. The nose on the 10-year white label is better than the nose on the 10-year magenta label.
The flavor is above and beyond. It's basically like a low-proof 13-year-old.
Now, there's been a lot of videos dropping lately of Wild Turkey's older labels being better than their newer labels. Be it 81, 101, single barrel with the older label, single barrel with the newer label, now on to the 10-year. And I don't want to jump on the bandwagon because sometimes I watch those videos and I'm like, I just hate when anybody's saying anything negative about the Turkey Boys.
Sure.
But for sure, this white label 10-year is better than the magenta label 10-year.
It just is.
Even with the new improvements.
This is a step up from what it used to be, but this is still way better.
Yeah, this 10-year still does a dance in my mouth. It's getting everything going.
It has so many flavors.
Going.
It tastes like it's 14, 13 years old. Like just dancing around your palate with all these like caramels.
I get that nice leather, caramel,
cherry notes,
dry
deep cherry notes.
Very good. Very good.
It's delicious. And yeah, when you find an old Russell's, it just is a different experience.
Yeah. Hats off to Jimmy. Yeah. Hats off to Bruce, and hats off to Eddie. I know I kind of did them out of order. I did dad, grandson, fucking son. But it is what it is. Yeah. Great bottles.
They're both great.
Great juice.
I really enjoy them both, but the old batch wins.
The old batch wins.
It goes on to the next round because it's delightful.
Oh, yeah. Very delightful.
And we have a backup right here because this ain't going to cut it.
Yeah, speaking of backup, if you go to the liquor store and you see this white label, they've got more. Yeah. Just buy them all.
Look at the date and see what year it's from and check it out. There's a lot of information about the dates and what the codes are. But like anything from like previous to like 2020, all that stuff is exceptional.
As always, hit smash, hit like, hit subscribe. Obviously, the white label's winning today. As always, we're Battle of Bourbon. See you next Tuesday. Top guys out.